Now let's pretend you just won the lottery. $100 million. Congratulations. Now, to help your imagination, you can close your eyes. You can close your eyes and imagine that you won the lottery. Now the first thing that happens is that you can't really believe what just happened to you. You're completely amazed by it. Like, think about it. What would you do with all the money that you got? You won the lottery. How would you spend it, right? What would be the first thing that you would buy with all the money that you won? Now, let's come back to the reality. You can just open your eyes again. And yes, I'm sorry. You just got back to me watching this video. It's me, Lukas from excelwealth.com. And no, you did not win the lottery. I'm sorry. You did not. But what just happened to you right now is that you visualize something that could happen to you. But let me ask you a question real quick. How did that moment of joy just feel? Did you get the feeling like, yes? Or was it more like, all the things that I could buy with the money that I have now? Or even, what freedom would you have just because you don't have any money worries anymore? No matter what feeling or thought that went through your mind. This is the feeling that so many motivational speakers always talk about. For example, Dave Ramsey or Tony Robbins or Robert Kiyosaki and T. Harv Eker and Brian Tracy, and there's so many others out there that are always talking about this. And the most important thing from this whole little exercise that we just did together is, it's not about only experiencing this feeling, but it's also important that you need to have this feeling, to be a part of your life. Meaning, like, you gotta feel and experience your end goal. And that is what we all need to do. We always need to experience the end goal. And like, one of my fellow YouTubers, Chris Bourne from Financial Planning and Lifestyle also said, you have to visualize the end goal so that you know where you're going towards to. Oh yeah, and if you haven't checked out Chris's YouTube channel yet, be sure to check out his channel as well. I'll put a link in the description down below. As he's got some cool and nice fun videos on finance. And in this video today, I would like to show you why you need to visualize the end goal and how you need to get there. And if you haven't clicked on that subscribe button yet, somewhere here or here or here, be sure to do that as well, because that's the way how you will become an XL crew member. And that's how we grow together on YouTube here. Let's go into the why you need to visualize your end goal if you want to be making money in the future, of course. Now, I do like to say this, you need to visualize your goals for 2022 if you want to be achieving your goals in 2021. Now, setting goals and visualizing them, we all know it's important because, when you don't have a goal, but then again, nobody really has no goals at all, because most people do have a goal, but it's more vaguely or somewhere in their minds that we can't really reach or think about. But but not really. But we do not, but we aren't really like, we don't really know that, you get the idea, right? Everybody has a goal, but it's not always clear. This is why it's so important to get that goal super clear first. Because the moment it's clear, the moment you know where to look, you'll also know where to see where you stand currently. And the moment you've made that clear, the only thing what you need to do is to make a plan to where you are right now, to where you currently stand, to go to where you want to be at. Now, the first reason for visualizing goals is actually it promotes productivity. And I'm sure you've heard it before, or you've even heard the saying like, we can't control our mind. But yes, what we can do is we can manage it. And in some way, it is true. It's not like that, it's not like if I tell you, do not think about a pink elephant. Well, the most serious thing happens, of course, is that your brain will actually think about that pink elephant first, and then you think about it, crap, I shouldn't have thought about it. So knowing we cannot control our mind, but what we can do is we can manage our mind. Now I see you thinking already, Lukas, what does it mean The difference between controlling and managing. Well, that's actually a very important question because when we take a look at money, we can't control money. It's not that we can, want money to do what we want it to. Like, I can't tell my money, like, multiply yourself or make more money, using yourself as money. Because nothing will just happen. But we can manage the money. Like, we can choose what to do with it. The moment we put the money into buying a new phone, for example, well, what just happens is you've got a new phone. Hey, but that's about it. You just have a new phone right now. But if you try to sell your phone all of a sudden, in most cases, it will not be valued more than that you bought it for. Whereas the moment we actually place our money in a certain stock, and the value of the stock rises, the moment we sell off that stock, all of a sudden, we got more money. So now in this example, we don't really control money, but we manage the money. We actually, we decide what we do with the money. And this same example needs to happen in your mind if we want to be achieving goals that we set today to achieve in the future. And we will have to prepare our mind for the same thing as well. It's like buying the stock that we research today. We wait for it to grow in value over time and then sell it off the moment it has more value. You need to prepare your mind. You can't tell your mind at the end of 2021 like, well, I wanted to achieve 6 figures this year. Where is it? Now, how come you haven't reached that? It's just because you didn't prepare for it. So visualizing that goal for yourself is the first step to make it happen. Now imagine how life will be at the end of 2001 when you have achieved those 6 figures in your business, on your bank account, as a value and as a result of what this year is going to be. And by visualizing, you'll also need to think about the steps for each month, for each week, for each day, for whatever you need to do to make it happen. And yes, sometimes you just need the help of a certain coach. Now, let me give you just an example. Now, I've taken on 2 coaches, 2 young men on my team, and I've asked them, where do you stand by the end of 2021? And yes, they've had great goals the first time I spoke to them. But the thing was, did they ever visualize their goals? Did they ever think about what path they needed to take to make their goals a reality? Most likely on all those questions, their answer would be no. Now, I've taken these 2 gentlemen under my wing, first letting them visualize what goals they have, and then of course laying out their path in front of them. They had to experience the feeling how it is, when you achieve your goal, and letting them know they aren't there yet now. But as long as you know what their goal is, and then having it visualize it for them, I know that the steps and the tools I give them, I know they'll achieve their goals sooner than they think they will. And what happens next with the points is something that I will discuss in the next point. Now, the second reason why we need to have our end goal in our minds is it will enhance our gratitude. It will enhance our gratitude. Now, what does gratitude have to do anything with achieving goals and making a ton of money, of course? Well, it is very simple. Now, our brain is fixated in such a way that we focus and fixate on potential trouble and danger in an effort to keep us alive. This has been like this for centuries, and it helped us survive every time again. But because our mind does this, it also causes us to focus on all the things in our lives that are wrong. And if we want to be achieving goals that we normally do not achieve, we need to acknowledge the good things that do happen to us. And you and me, and you get the idea. And this will also happen when you give attention to it. And this part of attention is called gratitude. If you want to be preparing your mind to understand and achieve great things in your life, you got to focus on your goals and your dreams and open yourself up to gratitude. Now, take the pleasure in the little things. Recognize the good in troubling situations. For example, is your boss making your life miserable? Well, see it like this. They're inspiring you to find a better job that suits you better. Or, did you argue with your significant other or, life partner? Well, it's not that they are telling you that you should look for a new life partner, but they are certainly saying that, the way you communicate with them should absolutely improve because they don't really like how you communicate, for example. And making a habit out of gratitude also works with situations that we view as good and happy. Now, for example, did you have a great meal with your friend the other day? Oh, despite the lockdown situation. Although it might not be very logical, you gotta think about it is so wonderful that they took the time to see and talk to you. Or for example, you having signed a new contract with a new client. Well, your gratitude should be like, your hard work is finally paying off. And by noticing the good in life and opening yourself up to different ways of thinking, you're actually showing your mind how to visualize your goals and dreams. Now, coming back to those two gentlemen I've taken into my training, they were actually very impressed and inspired people, just by themselves, the moment I met them. But in a way, both of them, they were not able to achieve or get near to their dreams and let everything, in their dreams just be a dream. Now, the moment I've shown them this path, the first thing that happened is they showed gratitude. Now, they thanked me for what I did for them. Now, I've never asked for this, but both of them, they had the feeling that it was necessary to say, Lucas, I thank you for helping me out. Now, I'm not saying that, I need compliments and nice words to feel great. Of course I do. Of course, everybody needs some compliments, but it's more to make you aware that gratification should be always a part of your life. Now, instant gratification, that's something else though. But the moment you show your gratitude to the little things in your life, it will also help you so much more to everyone in your environment. You'll create far more gratitude from others as well. And before you know it, people in your own environment, well, most likely they'll be much more willing to help and work for you as well. Now that we know we need to visualize our goals and why we need to enhance our gratitude, the next step is number 3. How to visualize and get to what you want, or just, to become freaking rich. Well, that's something for the coming future, right? Now, for this, I would recommend to pick a time of the day and make it your special time of the day that belongs to you. Now, I'm sure you'll be able to find that part of the day that works best for you. Now, if you're a very busy person during the day, maybe it's good to, to do this at the beginning of the day or to do this at the end of the day. Whatever works best for you. But any time of the day should be just fine for this exercise that I'm going to show you and, go through with you. Now, what you need to do is you need to find a good position, good position to sit in. And if you like to, for this exercise, I like to close my eyes for this exercise. Now, no, it's not really meditating, but it's more like to focus completely on the things that I'm about to do for you. So you can just close your eyes and listen to my voice. Now, the first thing is you need to focus on your breathing. You'll notice real quick that this breathing comes from your chest. Now, take a moment. Let your breathing move downwards to the lower part of your body. And once you've found that stable breathing rhythm, think and pick 3 things to focus on. Spend a moment thinking about that memory or a goal that you have and how it has helped to guide you towards this exact moment in your life. Do you have those 3 things already? Well, if you have them, be grateful for it. Thank yourself for opening up for these opportunities. And once you've practiced the gratitude, and it's, a very simple exercise, what I always like to experience and feel is, it's like a moment that you need to go through as if, life started all over again. Like a computer being, started up again after you press the reboot button. Now, in my case, what I like to do is, I always have the feeling as if I come out of a shower, a nice shower. I always feel renewed, being grateful for the things that I've gotten today and that I will get tomorrow. At the moment I have that, and I feel that, and I experience that, I always have the feeling, let's go again. I can continue for the next. Now, for this gratitude exercise, I do each and every day. And it doesn't mean that it has to take a lot of time. I just take a few minutes to do this. But just because I do it every day, it gives me so much more freedom in my mind. And I always know this will help me in my own journey to achieve my own goals. And now, just the other day, an old coachee reached out to me, asking, Lucas, can we hop on a call? Now, before I made time to hop on a call with her, I asked her, what could I do for you? She said she just wanted to have a little bit of fun, like we always had in the past, since we haven't talked for several months already. Now, I don't know about you and what you would do, but when an old client like her would reach out to me asking some time of you, I always say, like, the moment you are grateful for the things in your life, who knows, new opportunities might just open up before you even know it. So I hopped on a call with her and we just talked about life. Nothing special. It was interesting, but halfway that conversation, she actually felt comfortable enough to talk about the things she actually really wanted to talk about. And she proposed an interesting deal she was working on, and she needed some help with the deal. She actually asked me, Lucas, I need your help, and we could share the profits together. Now, the interesting thing is this, is by helping her out on this deal, I know it would help me. Yes, I would get some money for it, and I would, get a thank you word, of course. But the thing is, it also helps me to achieve my goal of helping 100,000 people to achieve their dreams. Not only on her end, but also on the company's end. Now, this is why it's so important to be grateful, to visualize your dreams, and through that, knowing that your goals will be met the moment you really visualize it, and you'll meet your goals the sooner than you think. And with that, I would like to thank you for watching this video today. And I would like to thank Chris Bourne for pointing this out just the other day in a comment. So it made me realize that what we are grateful for. So be sure to check out his channel as well if you haven't done that so. Also, don't forget to hit this like button because it will help us to influence YouTube's algorithm. And if you haven't become an XL crew member yet, be sure to hit that subscribe button as well. I wish you happy investing, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.